podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
MVT PCA.
Tip 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. WandaVision episode 5 on a very special episode. It's such a stupid title, I love it.
Yeah.
But this one is I like everything that happens inside the Wanda bubble.
Yes.
I will not call it the thing that the girl calls it because I won't acknowledge her in any way because she's such an irritating character. But everything outside the bubble,
Don't like it.
I don't need it.
I am the biggest D word in the world, this guy. The head of SWORD or whatever. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a piece of crap. But is this the future of Marvel where all the men are going to be jerks, assholes, or they're going to, or they have two options. They're either complete jerks or they're like, kind of like, I'll do what the girls say.
Yeah, I want normal people. I don't
Just
want
regular people.
That's all I want.
And all the girls are going to be smart and witty and they are the right ones and the compassionate ones and...
This brings the show down
Just
so
to bring
much.
it all together, there are tons of scientists on this group, and yet there's only been 3 people that have been doing everything.
Yep.
And it's
What happened to those other people they brought in?
nope, they don't even need them.
When she says, who cares what you think or what you have to say, they should literally what happened in that guy's literally hasn't been seen since that scene.
Yeah, exactly. So that basically they're letting you know he's not going to be in the rest of the show.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a cool episode because we're starting to get more of, we're starting to understand exactly what happened because we see what Wanda did to kind of start this. We still don't know what was the catalyst to create this. We know she had grief, but is that enough to create all this?
We don't know. We're going to unravel this baby.
But yeah, so we open up and it's the 1980s now. So she kind of has like the curly hair, just that little like kind of romper looking like. And the babies, they won't stop crying. You know, the stupid sitcom setups.
Exactly.
Well, and also, didn't the opener have that one scene from that famous TV
Well, yeah,
show?
but that happens
right away.
That
Remember, it's
happens
like
after
they did the
this.
cold opener.
Oh,
They
yeah,
start with
that's right. Okay.
So they're crying, and she has Tommy, and he has Bill. We can't make them stop crying, and they've been crying for days.
And then even Vision gets like the little binkies and puts them for his ears.
Well, yeah, but it's like, we have to calm them down somehow.
Calm them
Maybe we'll get their binkies. Then she's trying to like lay them down, but of course the kids don't know how to stop crying because babies are babies. She tries to use her magic on them, and it doesn't work.
Because they
were probably immune to her magic because she created them with her magic.
Yeah.
But could she uncreate it?
See,
But remember, she couldn't stop the stork.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think she's getting a little even afraid herself because she's like, there's things happening that I can't stop.
I am 100% controlled, but am I?
Am I? Exactly.
It reminds me of when you run a holodeck and you don't know what's really a holodeck. You don't. You've
been in it so long.
She can't control all the aspects of it.
Exactly.
So she can't like magic make. She's just gonna use like magic to like knock him out or something, but it wasn't working. That's when Vision comes in with the binkies. It's like being like the stupid dad.
Yeah.
And they give him the binkies and they kind of calm down and like we need to like kind of maybe a vacation because they haven't been on like couples. We haven't been on a date in forever. Mm-hmm. But all this is happening in like just hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is super weird because they kind of alluded to the fact that there were episodes that we weren't seeing.
Yeah, we found out there's probably a lot more episodes.
But it seems like everything's happening in a day.
It's weird.
Because this has only been 5 days.
I know, and yet there's like, I don't know, maybe it's like a lot of episodes.
But you have to remember, an episode's only a half hour, so maybe there's been like 23 episodes in one day.
But this episode, but the way that they made it is like, you don't find a dog and it dies in one day.
Yeah.
So all this everything that happened, I just think that the show is getting a little disjointed in the way in its storytelling because it kind of made like, they've been here a while, but doesn't the director say Wanda did all the things she did in just 5 days ago? So this has only been happening less than a week.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like I said, maybe like I said, each episode's just a half hour, so that's a day in Wanda's world.
So
I'm trying to.
But this is so disjointed. Why couldn't they have been here for weeks and weeks and weeks?
It would have made more sense.
Well, I guess it's just so surreal. I don't mind it, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, it is
like,
kind of a
because our time it really doesn't make any sense. Like
No.
it would be weird.
So they're like, man, if you could find someone to like watch the kids, and then the door knocks, and it's the neighbor lady who we all think is she trying to continue the fantasy?
I think so.
But is Hydra even involved in any of this?
I don't
think so anymore.
No.
After what we learned in this episode, I don't think.
I think Hydra. I think that's just parts from Wanda in her past, and she's just putting them in there as this will be the commercial for this, and she's not even really thinking about
she
it.
comes in, it's Uncle Rondo or whatever. I'm gonna help out. Look at these little guys, and of course she's like 80s, like get physical.
She looks like right out of like the Jazzercise I mean,
So she's gonna offer to watch the kids, and then even Vision's like, oh, I don't know if that's the twins, a lot of work. I don't. Basically saying, I don't know if I can trust you because
we don't know you.
she's like the goofy neighbor. She plays it up.
Then she's like, oh, so you just want me just to hold them or whatever? And then like they're kind of laughing it off. She's like, oh, do you want me to do that again? Camera zooms in a little bit. What are you talking about? Do you want me to start from the beginning? We'll do that take again.
And
like
then
it was
Vision's
a mess.
like, what are you talking about?
And Wanda's like, oh, you're so silly. And
Because she knows she's in a script. She knows she's in this fantasy world now.
Which is weird because a lot of people want to get out. She seems like she's playing along.
I think the fact that she's the neighbor and the closest to him, she's probably scared.
Or maybe she saw Wanda freaking people away,
and she's probably terrified of her. Yeah.
Nah.
So then I kind of like how this is also another sitcom thing. Honey, can I speak to you? Did you take 2 steps to the left? She can still hear you.
Yeah.
You couldn't whisper low enough for someone in the same room not to hear you. But he's like, Wanda, what was that about? What was what about, honey? The way she was talking and looking at you, it just didn't this not seem right? Oh, she's just a little eccentric. She's okay, and then she's like rocking the babies, but doing it like in a silly way, like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll be fine. She's gonna watch. She's like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way she spoke to us.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem like her. And Vision's getting his head on straight, but she's erased his memory before.
Yeah.
Remember last time when he tried to be serious with her and she'd be on time?
Yep, we got that. We have the moment with the beekeeper. We have all these moments.
But the problem is things are breaking down more and more.
And
he's starting to notice things now as they go through this.
And I thought this was there's always the sitcom. Oh, she's so funny. She's looking for hard liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, not for me, but for the babies. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I think she's at the point you know what? I don't. You guys are fighting whatever you're fighting about. It's not nothing to do with the show, so I'm just gonna go get me some alcohol.
Yeah,
because I'm to the point I don't care anymore.
She's just getting. I think either she's so tired of it, she's just I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
I don't care.
Whatever. Yeah, I just don't want you to kill me.
Yeah, don't kill me. Yeah, basically.
So they keep talking, but maybe the babies are asleep. Oh, they're not crying anymore. They're not in their cribs anymore. They're older, 5 years old now.
5, 6.
And then she's like, oh, the kids, they grow up so fast. But she's drinking.
Yeah.
She's just trying to, get past this. And it's super cute because they're old enough, but even Vision's like, what? We're skipping all these things. Remember, like I said, how she skipped all the pregnancy part with, being sick and all that? She went straight to the pregnancy. Well, babies are crying. Let's get straight to when they're older kids now.
Yeah, because this is why it proves this isn't good. This isn't healthy, Wanda. You're not even going through it the right way. You're not even enjoying it. Let's get to the end part.
It's like that weird story of I want to get to the good parts. Well, life has a lot of things in between.
Yeah, a lot of parts that aren't going to be good.
The good parts are good because there's a lot of bad.
Yeah. So yeah.
But then we get the opener, and it's just with the paintbrush, and
it's Family Ties.
Family Ties.
And then hits it, and it goes.
I just want to go sha-la-la-la.
Being a family, it's exactly.
But it's so weird in this one. You don't see any of the neighbors.
No,
that's interesting.
Except for just her.
That's it. All you see is all just them.
Oh, wasn't she so cute with your little baby? She's so super cute.
I'm pretty sure that really was her pictures, too.
But could there be anything more hilarious than Baby Vision? Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
Doesn't even make any
sense.
There's
no Baby Vision. What are you talking about, Baby Vision?
He's all with little teddy bear. It's the most ridiculous
thing. He was made by Thor and the mice.
So it's just them all growing up and they're running around and it shows the kids and he's of course the perfect dad. Oh, he was Santa Claus, but he still has his Vision paint face.
It's red face.
But I love this opener. It's endearing. It's very nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get into the episode, and then, of course it has the family thing, and we have WandaVision. Yeah. It's scary because it's also creepy.
It's creepy because under the surface what's going on here.
Then we get to Monica wakes up and they're doing what's the first thing you remember? Oh, I remember pain. As soon as she entered the bubble, it was painful because she takes over your mind. Mm-hmm. And then I saw Wanda, and it felt because it's a violation.
Yeah,
it's the ultimate violation for someone to enter your mind
and to change who you are.
It reminds me a lot of what's his face from Jessica Jones.
Oh, you're talking about the Purple Man.
Yeah. So could there be anything more of a violation than someone entering your mind and physically and mentally making you think things?
But what it's so sad about is that he can't read your mind. He can just tell you what to do.
This is both. This is both.
Yeah, I know.
This is Shadow King level stuff right here.
Yeah, it's bad.
So she's then she's but all she remembers is going in and going out.
Mm-hmm.
And what she felt, but no real memories.
Memory of what actually happened.
Then, they're doing tests on her and everything. They're getting some x-rays and blood samples and stuff. Then she's like, she wants to know when she can get out. When you get your test back? Agent Wu and Darcy come in because now they're connected at the hip. These two.
Yeah.
You're never gonna not see them
They're
together.
like the buddy duo now. Yeah.
So they're talking. Oh, good to have you back, Captain. Oh, how do you feel? I feel like myself. Well, that's good. I like Wu and I don't like Wu because I'm going to agree with everything every woman says because that's my job.
Is he the Gordon Goodbrother of this series?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And I like the character. I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Is he ever going to disagree with anything any woman says in this whole entire show?
I guarantee you no.
If he does, I will be shocked.
It's a little much. They lay it on a little thick.
This part is the worst part of the episode.
But then, then we get this odd, bizarre scene. It makes no sense. And he's like, and Agent Wu introduces Dr. Darcy or whatever. Oh, this is Dr. Darcy or whatever. And she's like, oh, you're Captain Rambo. Oh, I'm a big fan. How is she a fan of her? Someone's a fan of Tony Stark. Someone's a fan of Captain America. Someone's a fan of the Hulk because they know who these people are.
She wouldn't be long enough to Sword to make something because the snap happened to her, so she wasn't there long enough. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense.
That, you're just a pilot. How many times on the news do we hear about, like...
That would be like being a fan of some random FBI agent.
Yeah.
How in the F does she know who she is?
Exactly.
Why does she have to know her at all?
And I apologize. I mixed up last time in the episode. I thought she was her mom.
Yeah, no.
But no. Her mom was the lady that was in
Captain
Marvel's friend. She was the little girl. Now she's
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I mixed that up. I do apologize. But even then, she wouldn't know who she was.
No.
How in the F does she know who she is?
I tried to even explain it before, and it still didn't make any sense.
Unless, whatever. So she shakes her hand. I'm like, she's all Twitter-pated. Oh, God, she's so beautiful.
I know. Just, ugh.
Then the labs are all jacked up. Her scans show nothing.
Literally, like, she's not even there.
So is she dead or being held together? Or did you think Wanda gave her powers? And that's like her photon energy blocking out their X-rays.
Maybe.
I bet she gave her powers.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Why would she give her powers if she's trying to stop?
I think just being in there and being a fit. It's kind of like the gamma rays, and they gave her powers.
Yeah, and also it could be a mutant powers.
Well, then we'll get mad. She gets mad. Want to do more tests. She goes, no, well, because we want to know what's going on with you.
What if you're radiated?
Yeah, no,
what if you're fucking dying, you hoe? God, it makes me mad. It makes me so mad because she totally disregarded doctor's orders.
Well, and that's what makes me mad. If you are supposed to be part of SWORD and know all that, you should follow protocols.
But like,
I don't have to, though, the way she acts.
Yeah,
okay, so you tell me I need more tests.
You need more tests.
That's not going to happen. I hate that attitude so much.
I'd be like, okay, come down here now. We need to...
Yeah, you're not leaving until we're okay with you.
That's not going to happen.
Security, get down here.
Why do you got to be a bitch?
Again, these are the parts that bring the show down. I don't care about any of this. I really don't.
So she just... Here, they're going to have a meeting. Pants are required. Darcy, you're not funny.
These jokes are bombs. These are not landing whatsoever.
Why even do them?
That's all I
want. Good one, Darcy. That's what you should
have done. Yeah.
So she gets her pants on, and they're gonna have their meeting. And I am Captain Jackass of Jackass Academy.
It's like they amped up everyone's a-holeness to like the max.
Like I said last time, he's the doctor from The Shape of Water and the general from Avatar.
Yeah.
Mixed together. That's what this guy is. The biggest a-hole that ever existed.
I couldn't see Quake leave him in charge of anything. He's the head of part of the SWORD.
This is what we know now. Wanda Maximoff is what we're, and then he's like going about her history, how they were born. See, notice they didn't mention Eric or Magneto is their parents. Right. They didn't mention them, but when we get to the end, we have a lot of implications that could be going on here. But they were born to these parents, they were killed in Sokovia, they were radicalized as terrorists, and then of course Darcy and Monica are like,
well, they gotta get the history.
And they roll my eyes at that.
And and then
they were terrorists.
And then like how Wu's like, I don't like bringing up people's bad points, but that's their history.
We have to get the assessment here because that's what we're facing now.
Yes. Because they talked about how her powers, like how could she be this strong, but then she showed up what she did. And when she used her powers against the Avengers first, but then she earned their trust and became an Avenger. What is this? Is this is like information dump for people who didn't watch any other films, but it's so stilted and stiff and weird and just...
Why can't they just mention what happened without having... not Wu, but that Rambo friggin' interrupt? Why have the interruption part? Just have the guy do the meeting, and then the other guy starts interrupting.
So that's what Wu was talking about. See, now she got their trust and everything. Then he talks about, then remember what happened when they Crossbones blew himself up, or that one guy, remember they threw him up in the thing? But it was Crossbones. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, well, that went. Didn't you not see what happened? That guy killed himself. She didn't make him explode.
Yeah, she didn't make a bomb and say, "Hey guys, check this out.
This is gonna be freaking sweet."
Yeah.
So and then he goes back and he's talking to Darcy. I'm trying to like go, I tried my best.
Yeah, like
Like he's looking for Darcy's approval.
Yeah, and why was Wu even being so dismissive towards him? Like, I know he was being bad, but he wasn't. He's just laying out the history.
I tried my leash, and he kisses her hand.
I know it's like they're trying to like defend her, but it's like, guys, it's okay.
This whole part just needed to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So then they talk about like, okay, those whole place when we know now that it's just her, and she kidnapped those people, and then that's when Monica interrupts. I don't think she's doing this. This is not a terrorist act. Well, she kidnapped thousands of people and forced them against their will. And he's like, even you said you were in pain. So all these people are being coerced and physically forced into doing this.
Before we didn't know what was going on with him, but now we know.
Well, that's
because
why
you went through it.
But it's not a bad thing.
Well, that's what made it funny because when she said that though, the guy shows the video of you acting like a dumbass up there. Oh, look at me! I'm all like jive turkey and all this stuff. Like,
she didn't want to do all that. No, she was forced to do.
And
that.
also, it's not to be mean. That's a kind of a caricature of a black person. Like you're basically,
and especially a sitcom from the 1970s.
Yes, you're being.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Silly.
I'm trying to.
But here's the thing. I do get what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't think she did this to hurt people on purpose. But at the same time,
you're still hurting people.
Okay, I went and did something. I didn't mean to kill anyone, but this whole building collapsed and it killed everyone. It's not my fault because my intentions were good. That's not good enough.
Yeah, or I kind of see it as you didn't know this is all happening, but now since you do, you're taking control of it now.
You know
now.
Yeah,
but
now,
the thing
now it's
the bomb's going off and you're not stopping it now.
Yeah.
Even though you weren't the one that initially wanted this to happen, but now it's here and you're not stopping it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you bad.
You're actually taking advantage of it.
You're bad. I'm sorry.
Bad.
So as an audience, are we supposed to be agreeing with Monica or freaking Captain Douchebag?
I'm agreeing with Captain Douchebag. Sorry.
Unfortunately, at this point, yeah.
So then, they start showing off like, we have some secret information, and this puts her in a bad guy. Wanda's in such the wrong here.
Yes.
I guess. And so all this has happened 5 days ago. Wanda broke into Sword facility. So wouldn't this be a shield, not sword? Whatever.
Yeah.
They had Vision's body. She broke in there and just took his body.
Yep.
She broke in, blew up the doors, and attacked the facility to stole his body back.
Straight up Magneto-like.
Yeah, she's very, very mad. She's very like her father. And so he tells Monica that, and what now, Monica? She should do that because she's such a good guy.
Yeah, and then all the other things she's doing those other people, and she couldn't say nothing. What could she say? She couldn't say anything to that.
Yeah.
So, then she's like, they kind of have their little sneers and snorts. Okay, everyone, now we have the information, meeting adjourned. So, then we get a commercial. We get back to the show, and the boys are older now, and they have like a little thing full of sink. Like, they got a pet. First, I thought it was going to be like a frog or something.
Yeah.
The mom walks in. What are you boys up to? And they all turn around and they're being quiet. My boys are being quiet. You know how kids are. When they're quiet, that's when they're destroying things. Then we see that, they have a puppy and he's super cute. And just sitcom stuff. Oh, mommy, can we keep him?
Well, it's a big responsibility.
All that kind of stuff. And of course, but she falls in love with the dog because he's super cute. And then they're like, we have to talk to your father. And because Vision wants, on top of all the feelings of like what the F is going on, there's like these little family moments that are just there too that are like, I don't want to, I want this bigger problem.
I don't want to deal with this.
Like little doggy crap. It's just, I don't care about any of this. But, Wanda likes this. Wanda wants these situations.
Yeah, she loves
She's the opposite of it. She wants to get away from all the seriousness. She just wants to live in this sitcom world. These little like moments, like you said.
Then he's reading a newspaper. I didn't take the chance to read the newspaper, but I'm pretty sure there's probably clues in there.
Yeah.
He's like, but goes, I bet you someone's going to show up to help us with this problem. And then the neighbor shows up with the doghouse. I looked in the window. I saw someone has a new little pet. And she has like just a doghouse with her.
Ready to go.
Who has an extra doghouse?
And he's not even shocked anymore. He's like, I know. Like, I just know that.
Yeah, the one is just at the Vision at the point. He's like, you're stuck in this too. And there's something I can't.
Yeah.
Deal. So, have you named the little scrapper guy yet? And he had some name. I forgot the first name, but then he hits the plug and it kind of sparks. Let's call him Sparky.
Yeah.
And then she ends up making a magical collar for him.
Yeah, she just kind of just makes it out of her hand.
And Vision's like, what are you doing?
She's right there.
It doesn't matter. She wasn't even paying attention. She didn't even notice when the boys grew up to 5 years old. He's like, I thought we discussed we gotta hide these kinds of things. Mm-hmm. And there's I'm sick of hiding. Sounds like Magneto. She's starting to say a lot of Magneto-like things.
Yeah. I've been noticing a lot of that because even when, or even the time when the kids were born, do you want to show your true face? Almost something like Magneto would say. Like,
I'm tired of hiding, Charles.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Magneto's Asteroid M. That's what this is.
Yeah, she wants to make her own
little sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Genosha. She wants to make her own place, and then she kind of kind of gets in Vision, not in his face, but almost like, we're going to do things my way. And he's like, well, I thought we were supposed to discuss this.
Yeah.
Then he's like, well, guys, a puppy's a lot of responsibility. And, your father says, like, you have to be 10 years old. Then the boys turned themselves 10 years old.
And she wanted to stop. No, don't do that. And they did it anyways.
They literally look at each other and boom, they're 10.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor's like, I hope this little guy doesn't grow that fast. So she's completely in on it.
She's in on it. At this point, she doesn't even care anymore. It's like, I'm just going to, whatever, I'm going with it.
I'm going with this.
I'm going with this craziness.
I'm not going to get killed.
So, the happiest guy in the world shows up with coffee. It's just so anyone knows, whenever someone's holding something that's supposed to have liquid in it, it's always empty.
Oh, yeah.
Notice how light it looks in his hands, and when he hands it, there's nothing in it.
Well, because they don't want it to spill.
Yeah, they don't want to spill and everything like that, but that's just a movie thing.
And
I notice it every single time.
And also, when you take a drink, you don't have to take like 50 million drinks of
Unless you're Chris Pratt, he actually eats the food. There's like a spit bucket.
Yeah.
Like if you're having dinner in a movie and they go cut, you just spit all the food out.
Yeah, because
Chris Pratt eats it because he's not wasteful. You'll eat like 5 hamburgers in a scene if that's what it is.
That's kind of gross, guys. Think about it.
It is nasty.
Yeah.
And that's just movie stupidness. But he comes in, I'm just the happiest coffee guy. And Monica's like doing all these like calculations and everything. So she's a pilot, super genius, the coolest girl in the world. She could probably fight and kick everyone's ass. A weapons expert.
Everything.
I don't care about this character.
I don't like perfect characters.
People will be calling this kind of BS to Captain America, and Captain America had super serum.
Remember in Endgame when they went to Bruce Banner, he's like, I'm not that kind of doctor. Like, I don't know that type of science.
Exactly.
Not these ladies. They know everything.
The thing is, but what makes Captain America great is his qualities inside of him, not the strength and power.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's doing stuff that I feel like you're in so many different fields. You're masters.
She did everything. She's a pilot. She's a fighter, weapons expert. She can kick everyone's ass. She knows every martial art in the world. She's a super scientist, physicist. She's also can deliver babies. She has medicals. Guys, I like to believe when I think of characters and stuff, it's like a D&D character. You only get your role, and you can only put so many points in so many things. You can't be a 10 in intelligence, strength, wisdom, charisma, content. You can't.
Okay, if you're a 10, you can be 1 or 2 10s. The rest are like 1 and 2s. But you can't be 10, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 9. That's ridiculous.
That's what all these women are.
Yeah.
So she like comes up with some idea. If I make a thing out of like pure lead and this, it will be able to break through here, and I have to be able to drive through it. And Darcy's like, yeah, but what about this? She does bring up a good point. How do we know it just the hex magic won't just make you forget?
Yep. As soon as you enter.
Yeah. The problem is that won't stop that.
But then she brings up a point about like, I know a pilot that can do this.
And it isn't.
Who's she talking about?
Herself? Was she being?
And honestly, I don't think it goes anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It's weird.
She's talking about herself.
I don't
Again,
know.
I don't know. Was she like, and it's me, girl?
And you want to know what
I don't know.
It was me. Okay, jeez.
It was me working the slides all along.
You say, you know what? Maybe I could do it. And also, you got to say, you didn't have to literally say. You don't have to say this weird number about.
Because it's not her mom. Her mom's dead. It's not Captain Marvel.
Because she's off doing whatever she's doing.
So then we get this weird clunky, just clunky as all shit. Is it clunky? Oh, but then if she can create all these worlds and do all these things, she's stronger than anything she's ever done. She could have bet Thanos if he didn't call in a blitz. How does she know that?
Was she there at the battle?
How does anyone know that but Wanda? Did Wanda make a field report?
She literally went on TV, guys, this is how it went down.
How does she know?
Did she disappear during the snap, though? Didn't she disintegrate? Because how would she be able to make the report?
No. Wanda must have wrote a report after an actor action report saying, yeah, I was about to kick Thanos' ass. And you remember when he called in all the ships to blow everything up? Yep. Yes, that is true. But how does anyone know that?
We know that.
I'm trying to think that. Didn't Wanda afterwards to snap, wouldn't she disintegrate?
No. What happened was that everyone got back. And remember when Thanos was like, I don't even know who you are. And then she starts like...
Oh, okay. You're talking about afterwards.
Yes.
I thought
afterwards.
Oh.
So then she's doing all that.
But that report would have just been done, a couple months ago? Like, how would she know that?
And even then, she could still say, well, technically Thanos did get out of it. So I don't know.
I don't know what. First of all, it's a stupid line. It's just a stupid line.
Because we as fans know this because we watched the movie. But
I watched the special features after the DVD.
But so yeah, exactly. So how does the common person know?
To make this clunky, blokey dialogue any worse, Captain Marvel beat Thanos. Is that before or after he yeeted her ass out of the damn movie?
And took Iron Man to save the day.
I'm gonna say this right now. Here's another thing, guys. They're doing a lousy job defending Wanda. They're doing an awful job. They really are.
And how does Wu know that?
You wouldn't know.
He was on the battlefield. Damn.
Well, really, you know that they're filming it. That was really somebody there filming it.
Yeah.
for the
was a real
And then of course they had to mention Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it's just saying Woo. Yeah, remember when Woo said it?
and then for some reason,
talking about Wanda and Captain Marvel.
She gets all weird and butthurt about Captain Marvel. Like, is she like not cool?
Because maybe she knows her, and then
Well, I thought she looked up to her. So
I don't know.
It's so clunky.
It's just
I don't know. Where's the cat at?
You want
so stupid.
You want to see someone stumble through dialogue in the most junior high level thing of Peter Pan production that's just like, oh.
It's like the actors don't even believe what they're saying.
I'm like this. I'm wincing and I'm looking away from the screen. It's so
the lines
bad.
are stupid. Why even mention it?
Yeah.
Why mention it?
This is the worst part of the episode.
It's as stilted as dialogue could possibly get.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, then like, oh yeah, we can go back in. But then she's like, well, we identified who the hell these kids are? Oh no, they're real. I was like, what do you mean they're real? Are these just illusions? And we're being, because when you were in there, you were being tricked into seeing this.
Yeah.
She's like, no, they have to be real. But then she realizes, holy crap, I came out of the bubble wearing 70s clothes. So she runs to the thing to go check out her clothes. And that's what we were thinking. Well, if she came out dressed, so then it's real.
It's real.
Then I'm a gun guy. I love firearms and weapons. And I always stop and like, oh, what kind of gun is that? What is it? She takes the Woo's gun and shoots at it. The slide doesn't even move when she's shooting. You couldn't even get a prop gun to work the slide.
Come on, guys.
That's so effing cheap. I hate that. But like, bing, 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 nothing happens to it. She's like, what the heck? When I went in there, I was wearing my vest. There's no such thing as a bulletproof vest. It's a bullet resistant vest. I digress.
Kevlar, yeah.
So yeah, but it's not bulletproof. Does that mean to be 100%?
No.
It's never 100%. She literally transformed the material she had into clothes. So as they were going through the ages, she's just recreating matter that's already there. So she can't make something, she's making it for something else. So what the hell are her kids made out of?
I don't know. That's the question.
Vision's body?
Probably Vision and her body. But how sick is that?
Like you said, parts of Vision.
His dead corpse?
Like his corpse and like her energy?
Yeah.
Can you imagine what they really look like? Oh god, what are they like? I know, right?
Well,
like,
what if she has enough power? She literally changed like Vision.
That DNA?
DNA, because he's
that's
so
still
now they're
morbid.
like robot boys.
She took his bazooka man juice and made it.
Yeah, made it itself.
That's a YouTube friendly term for that.
Yeah.
So she just took it like made kids out of it. So that's a revelation. So she can just change DNA. Then she's like, well, but what about if we try to go back in there and like, oh, they can't use drones or anything, because he saw like how the drone got turned into that helicopter because it was the 50s.
Yeah.
It's like, but what if we send in something that doesn't need to be changed? So you just use old technology. How the hell did she get her hands on a 1980s drone from just nowhere?
I don't know. Sword has a lot of stuff in the.
So they're going to send something in from the past. Then we get this scene, another nightmare-inducing scene. We're at the computing place where they work and they're getting new computers. And of course, the one friend is like, oh, wow, these computers are sure nifty. Like, and he has all the stupid things, you know, like, oh, Vision, man, you're like one with these computers because
you could like speak their language or whatever.
It's so crazy. Then he's like, oh, look at this. They're like starting it up and it's like a C64, you know, very
old school Commodore.
So they're going to like get their first electronic mail. I wonder if these numbers mean anything.
They might.
Right.
So she types in the message is a message from Sword.
Sword, yeah.
Did they send this, or was this like in just the information?
It could be another ploy like he did with the radio. Like, oh, look, they're getting computers.
See,
Let's start sending them emails.
The thing is that the one is the more the decades they go through, the more they're going to be able to infiltrate because the technology's going to catch up.
But it's like Sword information. We don't status of the people inside.
We don't know.
Contact. The people, and then everyone starts reading it, and they start laughing. Oh,
well, they're stuck in that sitcom.
They read it in unison.
Yeah, then they all read it in one, and then Vision's like, "What the hell, nightmare, freaking Twilight Zone, crazy is this?" Then like, they stop reading. Like, oh man, that's such a joke. What you gonna write back, Vision? You're the jokester. And then he's like, yeah, let me talk to you. It's like, what are you talking about, Vision? You're such a cut up. Then he like shocks his brain, like break him out of the mind control. It's like, where am I? What is this? What am I wearing? My sister, she's taking care of her father. He's sick. I need my phone. What's going on? And he's like freaking out. You gotta help me. You gotta help me. And he's like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like, you have to help me. And then he just kind of makes his mind go back.
I think
he even tells her, you gotta stop her.
Yeah, you have to stop her. I'm in pain. You're hurting me.
That's evil. That's just evil.
That's evil.
Tell me this, Vision. If it's an email, where do I stick the stamp?
She's right afterwards to get him out of it again. He's like, what the heck?
Look how distraught Vision looks.
Oh, yeah, because he's a good guy. He doesn't want any of this.
And he doesn't want to see people in pain. We're the heroes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's bad.
So we get back to the kids. They're training dog. Did he use magic on the dog to make him sit? He put his hand to his head.
Probably.
Was he using a power?
He could have been. Because think about it. He could either have Wanda's powers or even visions. Which
telekinesis type power?
Telekinesis, yeah.
Probably.
So gets the dog to like do tricks and everything. And then they're like, oh, we're going to show Dad the new trick. Oh, Dad's at work. Well, it's Saturday.
Oh, no,
Well, he got called in. There was an emergency at work.
Well, first it was,
No,
no,
she
it's
said
Monday.
she said it was Monday.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Monday.
And he's
They're like, no, it's
no.
not. It's Saturday.
Because again, they're different. From
She can't trick him.
She can't trick him.
Then she's like,
Yeah.
well, your father got called in. Yeah, that's what it was. What do you mean? Well, sometimes your dad needs a break. A break from us? Do. She's like, no, sometimes. Then it's kind of like that thing, like, well, mommies and daddies don't always agree on everything, but we're a family and we love each other. It's just like how no matter what happens, even if you fight over your toys, he's your brother and he will always be your brother. And then they bring it up, well, Mom, did you have a brother? And I was like, oh, my heart. Because it's like, he died. And she's like, yeah, but he's far away. And it makes me sad that he's away from me. And I'm like, oh, then like, oh my God, is she going to make her brother?
Yeah, we were all thinking that.
Then we hear a knock at the door. I'm like, oh my God, her brother's back. I'm like, that's got to be
It's
it.
got to be him.
But we see that it's not that, which I thought, oh, that would have been a really cool time to do that. They get to the door and they walk outside. And we cut back to the real world, and they sent in a 1980s drone. So it wouldn't have to change its technology.
Because somebody, the camera couldn't only go in front of them, it couldn't fall.
Yeah, like it's not a super nice one, but it's 80s. Why would they even have an 80s drone just like on hand?
I don't know.
They had that old thing for her to watch the original 1950s, so...
Yeah, but I can understand them driving to town and buying a TV, but like...
Well, the thing is, you can make it work because you can make even a new TV work in the 1950s because it's not in their world. How would they have something go into their world that was from the 80s? That's the thing.
So this old style drone is flying in there, and they have eyes on Wanda. They fly over there, and then, okay, we can, I want to try to talk to her. Wanda, I'm trying to help you. Speak to us. We just want to talk. Then she starts getting red eyes, like, oh, she's going to destroy the drone. And the most insane thing of all time, this guy reminds me of Mansley from the Iron Giant. Fire the missile! You just, kill her!
And then Rambo's like, what missile? What are you talking about?
Then it goes out. When you do a mission, you gotta let everyone in on it.
See, he should have told everyone what was
That's insane.
And also, maybe not shoot like a missile, maybe like a dart. Like
I think that's what you thought. Maybe it was a tranquilizer thing.
Dart, like a
thing is, you're going to 11 too fast. Yeah, what she's doing is wrong, but let's get her side. I know it's bad, but let's get her side first.
But then the alarms start going off. Something's coming out of the bubble. And this whole entire time, what's your face? Darcy? I call it the hex because like the shapes of the things. I came up with that.
Yeah,
I'm so smart.
We weren't gonna mention that because it's so.
No,
stupid.
I'm gonna mention, but I'm never gonna call it that.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know for the information. I do know what they're calling it in the show. I'm not calling it that because Darcy's an idiot.
I'd rather just call it the bubble.
The bubble.
That's the bubble.
The sphere, the bubble, the energy, something. The hex. I'm so freaking smart.
Why don't you just call it the hexen? You know, I mean, it sounds so stupid and so.
So Wanda comes out of the bubble. We didn't know what was gonna come out.
Yeah.
But she comes out and she's in full Magneto mode. Yeah. When I say that, I mean you puny humans don't tell me what to do. Yeah. And she has that. She has it. I'm better than you.
I almost wish she would have his helmet. Like, that would be so good. It just kind of like fly in.
Yeah, she comes in flying in. Okay, guys, it's done. You better just go away.
Give me Fassbender. God, he plays such a good Magneto.
Yeah,
Fassbender's such a great
Magneto.
Magneto.
Give me him and McAvoy, seriously.
Yeah. But so, she's full Fassbender. She comes out, this is the one and only time I'm going to speak to you. This is my world, stay out of it. And just like the director, which they of course they have guys with guns because you got to have guys with guns. And he's like, we can't let you do that. You have thousands of people under your control that are held hostage. You got to let them go. And she's like, no, this is my world. You need to step away. And no, we're not going to. But then Monica's like, you may not be control what's happening here, but you are in control what's happening in there. I'm here to help you. I came into your world. You know me. You were in my mind. You trusted me to deliver your babies. Help us help you, Wanda. What do you want? And then like Magneto, leave my people alone. Just so much like Magneto.
Exactly. I have everything I want.
Yeah. Oh man, she really.
And then
I love this is because she's charging up her magic and stuff, and they're like, and she's like, okay, this is my last warning. You guys stay out, or things are gonna get real bad. She starts to walk away. She hexes everyone there to turn their guns on the freaking
director. He would have been blasted.
Such a Magneto move. Magneto did do that.
Yeah.
Remember when they shot all their guns and he was holding all the bullets?
Yeah.
Know what I love about that? I can't hold them forever, Charles. I love it. It's so Magneto. I love it.
I don't know, but I can also turn them on them. Yeah. Just turn it on them. Well, that's Magneto.
That's a villain.
That's evil.
And I love how Monica finally gets it. She's like, oh my gosh, like she's full
Yeah,
on.
She might not have killed you because she might have liked you, but Wanda for only going to take so much of it.
She may have started this out of grief, but it's no excuse for taking and destroying lives.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
she is
destroying.
now.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I was telling you guys afterwards, if there was just her and Vision that
And
she
their
brought
kids?
back and the kids, it's bad, but and she made everyone else up. No, she didn't. She took these people.
kidnapped people.
She kidnapped people. That's wrong.
So she goes back in their bubble, and then the guys stand down. They don't kill him, and I'm like, oh damn, we got an issue here. All I know is Magneto somewhere with the turns eyes. My baby,
Yes.
crush those humans.
My dreams come
We are
true.
Homo superior.
Yeah,
Magneto was right.
If they both come together, you can kiss it, guys.
I need my Magneto was right T-shirt.
Yes.
Trolls. So then we get our commercial, and I don't know what Lobos is. Or
We'll have to
Logos?
look at it. We might
Logos.
So if that is something in the Marvel comics, I don't know what it is, but it's like a bounty commercial. Still using the cheap competitor. Use Logos to clean up the messes, even if you weren't the one that
But I
caused
just
them.
don't like how the actors in these look so terrified sometimes.
so
They're-
tired.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
Look how tired this woman looks.
she's probably done this commercial 100 times.
And also
already.
sucks that you're only the commercial girl.
I know.
Isn't that weird?
But
Like,
notice how the Logos paper towel didn't even work that great.
no.
Like it didn't work. Even your husband who made the mess, he can even help out. So is this like referencing Vision can help? Your husband, wife,
Yeah, maybe.
making it. Oh, this is. But in the wife, all the spills aren't my fault. They're someone else's fault.
But it's so funny because usually these commercials always make putting down the woman. See, it's funny how they reversed it and made it the guy.
Oh, because
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, woman power stuff.
Yeah.
So we get back to the episode and they're looking for the dog. Oh, Sparky, where you're at? Then the mailman, oh, don't worry, your mom won't let him get far.
And then
It's an
like,
odd
everyone's
thing.
like, okay.
That's an odd thing to say.
Well, because we gotta remember, she can't control the kids, so every time the kids hear that, they know what's going on.
And besides at the beginning part of this episode, the laughing, you don't hear it that much anymore.
Not much.
Not much
Not
anymore.
anymore.
It's starting to go away
So
now.
the dog got into the neighbor's oleander bushes, which are poisonous,
dog,
and to dogs. And she's like, "Oh no, I didn't want to bring him over until I got him wrapped up. I'm so sorry, boys." Basically, saying, oh, your dog died. And then the boys start getting super sad, and they're going to age themselves up
Yeah.
and to get past the grief. Then she's like, "No, don't do that. You can't just force away your grief." And like, then it's almost like, honey cakes, you're the last person to tell this to anybody.
Yep.
But she's like, "No, this is something that happens sometimes." She's like, "Well, Mom, you can fix it. We know you can fix it." Even the neighbor's like, "You can do that. You can bring people back to life." And she's like, "No, you can't do that. You can't go around bringing back people who died." It's like, oh my God, it's all the things you've been doing.
Yes.
But you know what gets me mad about that? Because it shows me she's very selfish.
Yes.
It's just a dog, but she didn't really care about the dog.
Only my grief matters.
yeah,
Yep.
not yours.
You have to live through your grief. I can change what I need to change.
Yeah, that's why you can't get older. You have to go through this, and that's just how life is. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vision shows up and he sees that the dog's dead. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, boys," and kind of like things. That's because that lesson you teach kids live and die, but it'll all happen in one day.
Oh, one day.
Then but you can see that Wanda's thinking about it.
yeah.
She's thinking about it.
She almost wants to be like, well, don't worry, kids. Next day there'll be
But,
another
but
dog.
she already knows that her and Vision are kind of like on the rocks. So why add this to that?
Well,
Yeah.
and also
Because I don't care about the dog.
and the
Yeah.
kids she can't control. So
No.
if she like
Does something, they're gonna figure it
Well,
out.
because she made them.
Yeah, so
literally.
I think it's because they're parts of her, so she
Yeah,
can't control
she
it.
can't control them.
So she's out cleaning up the house and everything, and then Vision comes home, and Vision is he's done.
He's distraught.
It's like, yeah, I forgot the guy's name at work. I talked to him at work. Oh, okay. It's like, yeah, I broke your mental control over him, and I talked to the real him. What are you talking about? He has a family, Wanda, a sister and a father he can't go to because
he's
you
here.
won't let him. I can't control people's minds. What are you talking
And
about?
then the weird credits start rolling, and Vision's like, "No, we're not done talking."
Oh, we're gonna sit and watch TV.
Yeah, that was that
It's gonna
part.
be the thing, and they say it's all done, and then the credits starts rolling. It's like, no, it's not done.
done.
Like, oh damn, they're gonna have a fight.
And then the credit like stops, and then he goes into the
Oh,
room.
it's really, it's
great.
creepy.
And he's like, no, we're not done talking. What we're doing here is wrong.
Wrong.
I don't like this. I'm having these weird feelings, and I don't know who I am. I have no memories out of us being
Going
together.
here, yeah.
Going here
Because
from
he
Westview.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She took those memories from him. And she's like, well, I can't control you. And he's almost thinking, maybe you can. Then they start yelling at each other, and they look like they start floating up like they're going to go to battle.
Well, yeah, because he even tells her, "You can't control me." And then she's like, "You've never said
Are you
that
sure
to me."
about that?
Yeah.
Oh!
I was like, oh, it's on.
And it's like, it's getting intense. And
You
then-
are shouting at each other.
And she's like, "You said you never said that to me before."
You never have been angry with me before.
Because he is a person, Wanda. Even though he was brought
loves
from
you.
the dead, he loves you, and he knows he's a hero. He doesn't want to put these people through this.
She's like, all these people are being hurt. She's like, oh, well, do you think I control people to make sure they wake up on time and mow their lawns and go to dental appointments? So I'm thinking that's why certain things slip out, because she's literally controlling the minds of thousands of people.
And she
She can't do everything. Yeah.
And so things slip through the cracks.
Yeah.
But it's just Vision's like, we got what's outside this world.
Wanda, there's no kids in this world. I go to the park. I see no kids when I go to work.
How much I bet next episode is Halloween? There's gonna be tons of kids.
Yeah, because there's no kids. There's no kids. There's no.
Always bet there's gonna be too many kids or something silly like that.
Yeah, probably.
So they're yelling and screaming, but then she like kind of calms them down. You're my husband. You're the father to our boys, and we're happy here. But it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel real. What we're doing is wrong. And Wanda, please. And he's like trying to just plead with her. Just let it go. But she can't let it go. She's sad and she's just stuck in this grief. Then the doorbell rings and he's like, really? You're going to break up our conversation, make something happen so I can't get to the bottom of this conversation?
It's almost like a Truman Show moment.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh no, he's getting too close to the answer.
Except she's Truman and the controller at the same time.
Because look at that face. He's like, you're doing it right now. I didn't do that. And he's like, and he tells her, It goes just with the probability of things, and I don't trust.
I like that line. I don't know how he said it, but he's like, it's like I want to trust you, but my probability's telling me otherwise.
Then she said, "Never tell me the odds."
Yeah.
But the doorbell rings, and I'm like, "Oh, this has got to be," because we watched this episode late because I had dental surgery. But I was like, "Okay, there's got to be something huge." Then she answers the door, and of course, it doesn't let us see who it is. Then it gets to, of course, it's always Darcy.
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be Darcy that figures out
Darcy.
Then we see Silver hair. I'm like, holy crap, it's Quicksilver.
It's Quicksilver.
But it's the Quicksilver from the Fox
universe.
This
is the best part of the episode. It's so cool.
And then, of course, would you have rather it been, oh, this is my brother, instead of like, oh, she recasted him?
I know.
Would you think that was necessary?
I think I wouldn't.
They never said that about Rhodey when they replaced him. Replaced what's his face with Cheagle, Don Cheagle.
To be War Machine. No.
Yeah.
The joke was supposed to be kind of like, aha, you get it, because they really did.
In the 80s, they do stuff like that. They recast people in shows.
But the thing is, this situation is so serious, and the fact that Darcy's watching and knowing that it's serious. Knowing that, maybe there's going to be a breakthrough between Vision from Vision getting out of this situation or trying to get Wanda to get out of the situation, and she's making jokes like.
Did she see that, or did she just see the credits roll?
I think she might have
and
just
it cut straight to this.
Maybe.
No, but she said, oh no, they recasted him.
Yeah, I know, but remember when they started making the credits roll? Did she see the fight?
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think she saw the fight.
But even then, it's still not a situation to be joking.
They recast Pedro.
Yeah, I know.
I think they should have just went with him being Quicksilver and just not mention it.
Yeah, this
because nobody mentions what happened with War Machine. So shut the hell up. No one mentioned Rhodey. Yeah. Just shut the hell up.
And Wanda's like, what?
But again, the events in the Incredible Hulk were real, and they don't mention all the recast.
I know.
So I think it's stupid, even though it plays into the 80s sitcoms. So we see the Quicksilver from the Fox series, and then Vision's like, who's this guy? Hey, a guy can't hug his sister?
Yeah.
Who's the popsicle here? Because he looks all red-faced and everything. And that's the end of the episode.
Very strange. Very cool, though.
No, it would have been better. And he's like, it should have been like, Pedro, this is my husband. He should have been real fast and shook his hand. Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's how the episode should have ended.
That would have been funny.
You would have seen that he was Quicksilver.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows he's Quicksilver.
But see the speed.
I know.
But Darcy had to say it.
I fucking hate that bitch. And in the episode, everything in the world is pretty good.
I like that part.
And I love the Wanda speech. Very Magneto. Mwah, love it.
Yeah.
You tell these Homo sapiens, you ain't nothing to Homo superior because I'm a mutant bitch. But just the Darcy, the ass kissing. All the women are always right. All the men are either cucks or assholes.
I hate that. Yep. This series was so good until that. I wish I could take those parts out. Like, literally, I want to make a compilation without seeing the outside part. Let me just watch what's happening in the Wanda world. Yeah. Because that's interesting. Yeah. The rest of it is garbage. I don't care.
We don't need it.
But, I can't wait to see what they do with Quicksilver. He's going to be running around super fast or anything. Mm-hmm. And since everything that gets created, where did this guy come from?
I don't know.
Did she kill that beekeeper guy and recombinate his DNA and make Quicksilver?
Maybe.
Because remember,
we don't know where that guy went.
She can't make things; she has to get it
from something.
So it could be a dead.
I wonder if there's a fault point where she's getting characters from the other universes now,
or she cracked the multiverse or something.
Yeah.
Because the magic's so powerful, it's starting to pulsate, and because she got angry. Remember how the bubble started turning red?
Yeah.
Maybe it just got that much more energy. So now it's even feeding deeper into her mind, and it seeked out an alternate reality where her brother's still alive and pulled him out.
And maybe that will be the key to opening the mutants to come in.
Because again, I don't care if anyone says X-Men better than the Avengers any day,
any
all
day.
day.
I know, and when it comes to most fans, it's the Avengers, but realistically, comics and everything else, it's the X-Men. It's the number one team to me.
I know current Marvel Comics X-Men are a complete joke.
Yeah,
The way they're handling the freaking X swords and all that stupid crap they're doing, garbage. They're doing some weird Phoenix thing where the Hulk's Phoenix and Captain America's Phoenix.
She-Hulk looks like Hulk.
It's hell. But 90s, Jim Lee, late 80s, early 90s, Jim Lee, X-Men is my heart and soul and always will be.
Read Age of Apocalypse.
I love Age of Apocalypse. And, that was such a sham. I loved it. It was great. And everything before that, too. I love when they started the number one all over again. The giant size, the number one from there. I just love it. So bring the X-Men in. I love mutants. Maybe this is our way to get all our mutants back. But next week, I don't know where they go from here.
It's going to get interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
Vision's getting close. He's getting like...
I think he already knows this is BS.
Well, I mean, this close is just like, what is he going to do?
Fly straight up.
Yeah.
What if I keep flying straight up and I break out of this thing?
Yeah.
Break out of the hacks.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.